What is the Pampas grass growth rate? Pampas grass, with its fluffy cream or silver pink flowers, stands tall and makes a striking addition to your garden. This grass requires regular yearly maintenance and a sober decision before planting. Pampas grass is very hard to get rid of once you plant it. What is the Pampas grass growth rate? Pampas grass takes an average time to grow. It takes about 2 to 4 years to reach full maturity but lasts for over 15 years. It germinates during the spring months and produces bulbs within the first year. When winter sets in, the plant becomes dormant. It starts to grow again in the following spring. How tall can Pampas grass grow? Pampa grass is known for its height. How tall it grows depends largely on the environment it's growing under. This grass grows at a minimum of 5 feet, but at full maturity, it will reach 10 to 15 feet tall. Is Pampas grass toxic? In America, Pampas grass has been passed as non-toxic to dogs, cats, horses, and humans too. Pampas grass is relatively harmless, though some experts warn against ingestion because it causes allergic reactions. Does Pampas grass need fertilizer? Pampas grass does not need fertilizer, but it still grows perfectly. However, some gardeners choose to use some fertilizer to encourage regrowth after pruning or propagation. Is growing Pampas grass worth the effort? In our estimation, growing Pampas grass is well worth the investment. Despite the hard work involved, no other grass creates dramatic beauty as Pampas grass. Its tall feathery plumes blow gently in the breeze, making it an impressive addition to any garden. Use it as a bordering line or to add a form to a larger piece of a garden and you will be impressed by the beauty. How deep do Pampas grass roots grow? When looking at how deep Pampas grass roots grow, you may be surprised to learn that these plants have dense fibrous roots that grow in a short lateral fashion and spread out. Although the roots can reach a depth of about 11 feet or so, individual Pampas grass roots are known to spread out to over 1,000 square feet in the area they are planted. What ornamental grasses grow in wet soil? Pampas grass will grow well in wet soil. It grows as a wild pest in my area in very wet bogs and streams and wetlands. It does appear that it is a good idea to make a mound of sand on top of wet soil to plant the young clump of Pampas grass into. Once its roots get established, it seems to be able to suck enough moisture out of the soil that its roots do not drown. In the early stages of growth, the plants appear to need a bit of help. How wide does Pampas grass grow? The clumps can get quite large, a few yards across at the base, and the leaves will flop out a further 2 to 3 yards in mature chunks. When this happens, you often find the middle starts to die. Purple Pampas will do everything even more intensely and can produce huge clumps that are very high and very dense. What zone does Pampas grass grow in? It will survive in zone 6B if you cover it, look okay in midsummer in 7, and thrive above that. I would suggest in zone 6 that you buy a cold-tolerant variety from your local nursery and look at putting it in a large pot that can be brought into a sheltered space for winter. How long do Pampas grass seeds take to grow? This depends. They are sometimes quite difficult to get to sprout, but when they do, the seedlings get going very fast if you have water and humidity. I have always found that humidity domes help with ornamental grasses. Where does purple Pampas grass grow? This grass is an Andean version of Pampas grass. It is closely related to the more common Pampas that hail from the Pampas of Argentina, but it is even more of a pest. It has big purple tufts, and it reproduces like an evil creature from hell. It grows in all the same zones as normal Pampas grass and maybe just a little more temperature tolerant. Conclusion. Well, now we know that Pampas grass grows quite fast and will, depending on where you live, mature in a few years into a dense clump of showy leaves and flowers. It also accentuates your garden and landscape. Ornamental grasses are a great choice for that background look that stands out in your yard. Landscaping with ornamental grass is an art that is not going away anytime soon. Most gardeners love the great appeal of ornamental grass around their homes. The more reason Pampas grass is here to stay. If you liked this video, don't forget to like and subscribe.